What is going on, everybody? Welcome back into the channel. My name is Dark Soldier, and today we're going to be reacting to Ren, Sick Boy. Super excited to check out this track. We're going to hop right into it. Let's get it.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for seeing me.
Looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect on our biology. Essentially, your mind is making you sick.
I say this is the same room from High Run, right?
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, damn so, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy, oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go, take another pill, here, take a couple more, let's see how you're doing in another week or so, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show, derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan, complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground, I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound, I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, so as most of you guys know, or that have seen my videos before, especially pertaining to Ren, that I really don't know much about his whole situation in terms of, especially in terms of the medical side of it at all. Like, I really have no idea. But I know that if you're bit by a tick, you can definitely get Lyme's disease, right? So this is definitely dealing with that. And I think he's also talked about, I think he said psychosis and whatnot. I apologize if I'm mixing up some of the correct words and whatnot. But this is basically just seems to be about dealing with that and the frustrations of dealing with that, right? Because as far as I know, I don't think there's a cure for Lyme disease, right? And so it's constantly just this, all these medications that, that these doctors are telling him that's going to fix him and make him better and stuff, and nothing's really working. It's like, here, take this one, come back in a week, we'll see how it goes, right? And I forget the exact timetable, but I'm pretty sure Ren has said that he has had this issue for years, right? So it's a constant ongoing battle, and it's got to be so tiring and frustrating, rage-inducing, confusing, right? I mean, it's got to be so many different things, right? To go through. And so for him to kind of make this kind of song, to kind of hopefully help people understand, what he's going through and what other people have to go through when going through this kind of thing. It takes a lot of courage. It's not an easy thing to do, especially when you're talking about yourself.
I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground. I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound. I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact experiences from the past that are keeping you stuck. What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away. What I'd like you to do is take some deep breaths with me. In and out. In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not...
So before he goes into this, I'm sorry for pausing again, but yeah, I didn't even think about that whole part in the beginning where they were kind of saying that, because she was saying our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic effect on our biology. Essentially, your mind is making you sick, which is interesting. I've heard of similar things, but I never really was sure if it was like a real thing or not. And so it's kind of interesting that they're kind of going to this side of it now too, right? That like it's almost like she's saying that it's like Ren's own fault that he's still sick, almost,
Out. In and out. Good.
Big
Now
mask,
tell me the
yeah.
first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we come in. I'm not sick, we are sick. We are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix, boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pick, boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift, boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy? Fuck no, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counter.
Yeah, it's so funny because it's almost like he's saying, like, excuse me. It's almost like he's saying, even though I'm the one who's actually sick, it's like everyone else is sick. I mean, the second half of the song like really reminds me of like what he talks on and addresses in Money Game, which is essentially just capitalism, right? And this constant fight for wealth and greed and power, right? And he's basically saying, you know, it's almost like he's saying it's funny because I'm the one who's actually sick, but it's like the rest of the world is actually sick, you know. So it's kind of interesting that he like took it to you know, took this turn, so to speak.
On a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counterintelligence is like to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. And we bleed it for wealth, we bleed it for fame. But when you bleed it, can you tell me what the fuck will remain? And I bleed in myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
All right, so that was Ren, Sick Boy, and I feel like there was a lot there that I didn't even get a chance to unpack, or that I may have just missed and stuff. But I feel like there was a lot there, right? And I feel like this was just another great song. Now, I was looking at the time as to when it came out, and I would say that is the same room, or maybe it's not the same room, but it's similar room to the one he used for High Ren, definitely, right? And you know, I think there's definitely like a correlation to that song as well, possibly. But I mean, it's very interesting because like the first part of the song, it really seemed to me like he was talking just a lot about, you know, some of the diseases and stuff and what he has to go through dealing with doctors and whatnot. But then the second verse, he like completely flipped it and was like, it's like, I'm not even sick, man. It's everyone else, right? It's all your greed and your selfishness and your desire for wealth and power, right? It's all that nonsense. Like, you guys are the sick one, even though I'm the one who's actually sick. You know, it was very interesting to see, you know, that perspective, I would say. But overall, man, I gotta say, I enjoyed this track, and hopefully you guys did as well. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, hit that sub button, hit that bell, know we're dropping the next one. And that is all I got for you guys for now. It's your boy, Rock Soldier. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Even better tomorrow. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. All right, guys? Peace.